Welcome everyone to another weekly market report with Kristen Mason Coreas. I am on vacation this week, so I am not how I normally would look, but I'm here today still to share with you the weekly data. So hopefully you can only see a little bit of me here in the corner. The data I'm excited to share with you, I actually have extra charts to share today. So starting with the weekly data for the DC metro area as of the week ending August 11th, this data here is what I would expect. And I'm going to share with you the charts as to why this is what I expect. So the showings are down week over week and year over year. So summertime, we tend to have less activity, so that makes some sense. The one thing actually here that surprises me is purchase contracts are up. So while showing contracts were down, number of contracts were up by 1% week over week and up 4.2% year over year. So that is actually a touch surprising. Less showings, but more contracts. Time to contract, 23 days is actually a pretty long time for the DC metro area. And that's longer by 2 days from last year, flat from last week. New listing inventory is down 10.7% from last week. It's the summer, less people are putting their homes on the market, but up a touch from last year, 1.5%. Price is down. That happens in the summer with less activity, less buyers. Price does tend to come down, so down 5.1% week over week, and then basically flat from last year. Active listings we have been seeing increasing for the DC metro area, though I have other charts to show you that actually in our hyperlocal area, that is not the same story. So for the DC metro area, almost 40% up in terms of inventory year over year, and basically flat week over week. So let me show you some other things here. Oh, why is it? I need to go page down. There we go, showings. So this is for the DC metro area still. So the orange line is for this year, and then the other lines are the years before. So you can see our showing activity is less than it has been in previous years. And purchase contracts are also less than what it has been in previous years. But the other thing to see in these charts is what I always say is that we have less this time of year. So you can see this chart does go down, that there tends to be fewer showings towards the end of the year. The peak is in the spring. That's when we have our most showings, and then it goes down. Same thing with contracts. So it doesn't show you as clearly here, but we have our most contracts in the spring, and then as the year goes on, we have less. Time to contract, which is interesting here, is this year, 2024, is longer than it has been in previous years. So that's interesting. Buyers do have a little more time to breathe, a little bit more time to decide than they have had in previous years. That's probably related to the increase in inventory. New listings are less than they have been in years past. And then hopefully the next one, oh, this is list price. So price is still up though. So 2024, you can see compared to previous years, we are currently still above the price, the median list price that we have been in previous years. So, and then here's our active listings. So active listings are pretty significantly higher than last year, but still actually a touch below 2022. So although we've been seeing inventory increasing, it's still not where it was in 2022. So that is some of the data I wanted to share with you. And then if we take a look at Fairfax County, so specifically for Fairfax County, I found this chart, and this is looking at the market activity for Q2 compared to 2022 and 2023. So homes for sale in Fairfax County specifically, we actually have less year over year over year in Fairfax County, although closed sales were a touch higher than the same quarter last year. And then when we look at Arlington, so sorry, this is Alexandria and Arlington. So Alexandria City, same story in terms of number of homes for sale. We actually have 10.8% less than the same quarter last year in 2023, and still less than Q2. That was Alexandria, and then in Arlington, you're going to see that same thing. So market activity, homes for sale, down 11% from the same quarter last year. and down from the previous year. So although we have been seeing increase in inventory in the larger market, like nationally and regionally, when I looked at the close-in areas where we do most of our business at Homestay Mason, it was interesting to see that inventory is not up in those hyper-local areas. So that is the weekly market report for this week. And I do have the monthly data that I'm going to go over on Monday. So if you do want to see what's happening in the comparison month over month, I will talk about that this coming Monday on Facebook and on YouTube. You'll be able to see that information there. So thanks for watching and have a great week.